Hello everyone, welcome to Spice It Up with Samara. In today's video, my mom will be making homemade granola bars. Granola bars are a pretty healthy breakfast or snacking option, and the advantage of them being homemade is that you can control the amount of sugar you add in, and that makes it a lot more healthier for you. On top of that, they're also a pretty good lunch option because you can easily just put them in your lunchbox. The ingredients are 3/4 cups of pumpkin seeds, half a cup of sunflower seeds, half a cup of sesame seeds, half a cup of flax seeds, 1 cup of cashew nuts, 250 grams of dates, 1 cup of almonds, 500 grams of rolled oats, and 1 cup of coconut oil and honey. If you don't like coconut oil, you can always replace it with pure ghee, desi ghee. And if like there's any nuts here that you're allergic to or you just don't like the taste of, you can always just opt out of them. The main benefit of these nuts is that they're great for your heart and hormonal health, and also just like really good fiber and protein source. So that's why it's good to add as many nuts as you possibly can. But of course, if there's like one or two that you don't like, you can easily remove them or replace them with something else. The next step of the process is to basically take the seeds out of the date, remove them, and then grind them up. Once you're done grinding them up, you should add coconut oil to make a sort of date paste that you can add to the bars later. Then you chop some almonds and cashews that you're going to add to the bars. Once you're done chopping them up, you have to basically roast all the dry ingredients. So these dry ingredients basically include all the nuts and oats. Once you're done roasting the dry ingredients, and as you're roasting them, make sure to add some date paste and honey. So, what the date paste and honey does is it basically helps the mixture stick together, and it also adds some sweetness to the bars, which like improves the taste and makes them a lot tastier. And again, like I said before, you can control the amount of honey to like your taste and how much sweetness you want, but do make sure that there's enough that the bars sort of like that the mixture sort of sticks together and you can form it into a bar later. You can also add chocolate chunks to the mixture if that's what you like, or if you just feel like adding some chocolate to it. And you can always replace the honey with sugar syrup if, again, you don't like the taste of honey, or there's some reason you don't want honey in it. You then once you're done roasting everything and mixing everything, spread the mixture on a baking tray properly. And once you're done spreading it, flatten it out. Um, and after flattening it out on the baking tray, make sure to spread some chocolate on top of the mixture. You can choose how much of the mixture to cover in chocolate based on like how much how many chocolate covered bars you want. So if you're someone who doesn't want as much chocolate covered bars and you're fine with like plain, like granola bars, you can do like we did where we only covered 1/4 of the sheet in chocolate and then we left the rest as it is. That's all up to you. Then once the thing has been covered in chocolate, you have to leave it in the fridge for 2 hours. And after it's been set and you've taken it out of the fridge, you can basically, take the whole slab out of the baking tray and cut your little bars into it. So now here we're cutting the granola sort of slab into some chocolate bars. And later you'll see we also have some plain granola bars. We've got both types that you can easily, grab and go and eat for a snack or add into your lunchbox, eat as a breakfast or a lunch option, whatever you feel like. It's very simple and easy to eat, not particularly messy, and also just really good for your health. Once you've made and cut the granola bars, you can store them in an airtight container in the fridge so that they stay fresh and you can, eat them for a long time. You can keep them for like weeks and they won't get spoiled or anything. They won't lose their flavor. Um, and another option other than granola bars is just like a granola mix, which you can use on top of cereal or just like as a cereal on its own. So to make granola mix, it's basically the same process up till the roasting of the nuts and the oats and adding the date paste and the honey. And once you're done roasting the whole mix, you simply then place it on a baking tray and you bake the mix for a little bit, and this basically takes out all the sort of moisture from it. Once you're done baking the mix, you then simply transfer it into a jar and you have your granola mix, and you can add it to whatever you feel like, any desserts, any breakfasts. You can eat it with fruit. So this is like two ways to eat granola. One is in bar form, the other is in a mix form. Thank you so much for watching our video. I really hope you liked this recipe and I hope you give it a try. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and hopefully we see you in another video, in another recipe. Thank you for staying with us this long, and I hope to see you again. Bye.